Zoho Survey. So most of us, I mean, all of us, during our first training phase, we have been introduced to Google Forms. So it is kind of a sort of like Google Form, but let's say Google Form is just the basic level, and Zoho Survey is something far more, much higher. It gives us a lot of options, and it helps us customize the survey forms as per what we require. So what is Zoho Survey? Zoho Survey is an online tool for creating, distributing, and analyzing the surveys to help to give us feedback. It helps to conduct research and to collect data efficiently. So what does Zoho Survey offer us? It's a user-friendly interface. It's very easy to create the questions over there. It's very easy to drag and drop it and to customize it. Also, it helps us create logical ways of creating surveys. For example, if you give them a question and the user chooses option A, then the rest of the questions that would come would be, for example, question number 1, 2, 3. But if the user is going to choose for option B, then the questions can come. We can, let's say, set it up in such a manner so that the user, when they opt for B, then the questions that would appear for them would be question number 8, 9, and 10. So that is called the logical customization option that Zoho Survey is giving us. And also we can view the responses instantly and also export the data for further analysis. And also it integrates with other Zoho apps. It also integrates with Google Sheets and also CRMs like Salesforce. And it's also, you can use the Zoho survey forms across various devices. It all, when you're preparing the form, it gives you the option to view how the survey would look like if you're opening it up in your mobile phone or in your tablet or in your laptop. So that is one of the features which I really like, because sometimes when you create forms on a laptop, when it is changing into, when somebody opens it up in phone, it could be a little bit distorted. But here, before we publish the form, Zoho Survey helps us to understand how it would look like in across all the devices. Now, what are the features of Zoho Survey? It's got pre-built templates. That is, I will show you a demo after this, and you will be surprised to see the number of templates that it has under various categories. And each template has got different kind of questions, and you can customize those questions according to your liking. If there is something that you want to change, you can modify it. And also, if you want to change the way the question type is, like for example, if it is yes or no question, you can change that into multiple choice questions. And if it's a one word text box, you can change it into a long paragraph text box. So you can do your own customization. And you are also able to use Zoho Survey in multiple languages, or you can create it in different. Hindi is one option. So you can, if you want to have a survey in Hindi, you can do that in Hindi. And of course, you can have real-time reporting. Data export options are there, and integrates with mainly most of the tools. And it also gives us a good amount of security through data encryption. Now, Zoho Survey, one thing that I have noticed is it has got a free plan, but it's very limited option. So for you to try it out for the initial phase, when you're learning it, I think the free plan is it's okay. You can use that. But if you or your client wants to use it for an extensive purpose, then you would have to go through any of the plans. So each one of them have got different features. As you go, as you know, that the more you pay, the more features that you will have. So what are some of the pros and cons? So what all I have told you before, those are the major pros. It is easy to use and it's got a lot of features, and it helps in data handling. It is also helps in integration, and it supports a multi-language. So those are all some of the good points of Zoho Survey. Now the major con is that it has got a limited free plan, because even the number of surveys that you can use in a free plan is limited, and the number of responses you can get for a free plan is also limited. So for the purpose of understanding Zoho Survey, I had used my Grove email ID to learn it. But now for the purpose of the demo, when I was trying it out in the morning, I couldn't go because I had crossed the limit. So I had to use another email ID. So that is one of the disadvantages of the free of Zoho Survey, meaning that the free plan is very limited. Learning curve will of course will be a little bit complex for the advanced features. And as it is, if you're going to learn any new app, there will be a learning curve, especially when we have been used to doing other apps. For example, we had for Google Slides, instead of Google Slides, we had something with Zoho. So it is difficult at the beginning to understand, but once we start using it using it continuously, trying to understand, it will be very quick. And I think Zoho Survey is that kind of app or a tool that will be very effective for those who are doing market research or any kind of feedback that you need. It has a lot of options. It's a wonderful way of preparing a survey. Now, these are a few links that I have kept in here. Now, to understand how to create a Zoho survey form from beginning to end, it is this 20 minutes that we have would not be enough. So I have put in 3 links. One is a short link about what Zoho survey is. And another one is a Zoho tutorial, which teaches you how to do a Zoho survey from the beginning till the end. So if any one of you wants to do the Zoho survey or understand or know more about it, the second link is very good. And or the third link is the different kinds of questions that are there in the Zoho survey, and what type it is and how to use them. So these are 3 links which I have put in here. If in the future you want to know more about Zoho survey, please come back to the PPT and follow the link. So we'll just go for a demo. Now this is Zoho survey. When you start the Zoho survey the first time, you will have to log in with your email credentials, and then this page opens up. You click on Access Zoho survey. This would be your dashboard or your home page. So over here, you will see the number of surveys that are there, how much surveys that you have created. So as of now, I have not created any survey with this account, so it shows 0. It will show you the number of surveys that has been published and that which have been in drafts. And the number of surveys that you have, let's say you have 10 surveys or 15 surveys, all of them will come under this section. Under this section, all the list of surveys that you have done will come in here. So now let's start creating a survey. For that, you click on this plus button that is here on the left side. You have 3 options of creating the survey. One is to create a new survey. That means creating the survey from the scratch. You have a list of questions that you don't have a list of questions, but you want to start it from the beginning. This is what you do. Create new survey, give a name for the survey, and choose a category. You have customer satisfaction. All these are there. All these categories you can use. You can use this, and this will be come as a tag in the dashboard. Second way of doing it is through import survey. There's 2 options. You can create it with quick editor, or you can import your document. But that means you have a set of questions that has been given to you, and you've been asked to create a form with that set of questions. Then you go with import document. It has to be either in Google Docs or in Microsoft Word document or in a TXT format. Now, there are certain guidelines that you have to follow when you are importing the document. You click over here, how to format. You will get a list of guidelines on what you should do to make sure that the questions that you import are correctly transferred into a survey form. You should separate each question with a line cap, place each set of answer choices on new lines, create matrix rows and columns, and the supported documents, and the file size should not be more than 500 KB. So this is the example here that they're given. So this is how your Word document would be. And this is how the result will be on Zoho survey. So you just go through this to understand that your Word document is in the right format, so that when you import the document, you will have the right survey form. Now, the third way of doing it is to choose from the template. If you go here to the left-hand side, you will see customer satisfaction survey. That is one category. If you look, there's lots of subcategories that come under that. So let's say if you want to have a new service feedback survey, over here you will see these are the questions that is already there. Predetermined questions already given by Zoho survey. You want to see how it looks like? Go to preview. This is how it's going to be. Customer satisfaction, this is how it will be. And this is a feature I was talking about, how it looks like in different devices. So this is how it will look like in a laptop. This is how it will look in a tab in portrait form. This is how it will look like in a tab in a landscape form. Similarly, it shows how it will look like in a mobile form, in portrait, and in landscape. And if this is something that you want to use, you click on this and then you can use that form. I'll just go back to the category. So as I said, there is customer satisfaction survey, and you got innumerous numbers of subsections. You have human resources, where you have all this. You even have 360-degree employee evaluation, 30-day new employee satisfaction survey. So these are all coming under human resources. Additionally, let's go to the next category, education. If your client is in the educational sector, these are some of the surveys that you can use. And then you have a category called marketing. All the surveys that come under marketing. In marketing, there's a lot of surveys. And then you have events. If any event management is going to happen, you can use these kind of forms that are here. Healthcare survey, non-profit organization, the kind of surveys that they need to do, government and political, business survey, and e-commerce. So there are quite a number of templates that you can use. So for the purpose of this demo, I am going to take from HR, I'm going to take a 30-day new employee satisfaction survey. Right. So these are the questions, like you can see, page 1. You have 12 questions. If it goes to the next page, it says page 2, and the next list of questions will be there. And I'm going to select this. You have the survey name. You can keep the same or you can change it. You can add a tag. I'm going to put it as HR, and I'm going to create. So this is the place where you edit your form. So over here you have, this is called the builder, the different kind question types. You have the multiple choice. You have the, this is the many answers. This is different between, there's a difference between both of them. You have the different kinds of drop down question types. Image selection, like for example, if you need to take a picture, for example, in Amazon, you order something and you want to replace it. They will ask you for a picture of why you want to replace the original. So in that case, you take a photo and you put it in that box. So that's where image selection comes in. You have rating scale, you have star rating, and there are a lot of it. So just, you can go through that. There are a lot of question types. So here, if you want, for example, I have got name here, name of the employee. You click on it, you get more. Additional window will open where you can edit it. You don't want it to be name, you can put it as name of the, or you can say you want employee ID. Okay, and you can make this question mandatory. So when you make it question mandatory, you can see that there's a red asterisk symbol that has come here. And this will be the error message that would come when you click, when the user clicks on the submit button. If they have not filled this box, this is the error message that will come. And you can keep restrictions on the number of characters. So now I put employee ID, I put a save, it changes here, employee ID. Now I don't want employee ID. I need separate names, full name. I need a full name and I need a last name or a surname. So to delete this, I can just click on this trash symbol here and I click on that. It goes off. Okay. Now, if you come down, I'll take full name, drag, and drop to the position where you want it. And here it is. You have the first name and you have the last name. You have the advanced options. Of course, you can't keep minimum restrictions on the characters when it comes to first name. Make this question mandatory and click on save. So you see the how way it was changed. Right. Now, I want the date of birth. So if that also would be here. You can, here you have the option of putting what form you want it to be. You want it to be in this form? Okay. Make this question mandatory. So if there's an error message, what is the usual error messages that will come for a date? Give them the format. So please use the format DDMMY1. And you save it. There you go. You see, it's already here. And then if you want to change it, if you want the department to go up, you can just push it. You can move it up, page 1. It should come after first name and last name. Click on it, it will go up. There you go. It has gone up. So if you have additional pages, it will come here. If you want to add a page, you can add a page here, under the page title and description. And you can create a new page. Now, once that is done, if you wanted to see how it looks like, click on preview, and that's how it comes. All the options, all the formats will come down. Now, additionally, before you publish it, there are some other tabs over here which you need to look at. Settings. Here in the settings, you can put your logo that comes under header. You can put your logo in and you can put your title. You can use the same title that you're using for your draft survey, or if you want, you can use another title. Then you have the footer, same thing, whatever it is that you want to put in the footer, you can put it in here. Here, preferences of the, like, you on the bottom, if you have multiple pages, you will have a buttons over there which says next page or the previous page. So what you want for that, you can, what is your preference to it, you can put it over here. Languages, you can, this is the place where you can change your language. I believe I've seen Hindi somewhere. Yeah, Hindi is there. Okay, so you can use that feature. The introduction page is something, when you, before you send a survey, before the user starts using the survey, an introduction page on what it is that you want them to do, what is the survey for, what is the feedback for, all those contents, you can create it over here. And the timer. Now you can add the timer for this, meaning the survey is open for 5 days. If it is for a new product that has been launched and you want to get the feedback of the users in the first 7 days of using the product. So for in such cases, you can use the timer. Save and continue later. So for all this, you need to enable. It will take you to the next page. So save and continue later is when you don't have network and you want to prepare a form. So you prepare your form and then you do save and continue later, so that when you get back your network, you can publish it or you can continue with it. So close survey page. So in case you have a timer and the time and it is over and people click on the link and the survey timer is the time for the survey is done, you can create your message over here, whatever message you want to create it here and save it, so that when after the survey time somebody clicks on it, they will get the message saying sorry, the survey is closed, or whatever is your preferred message to be sent. Now the next tab is themes. Here in themes, you can customize how your survey looks. You can customize it with already the templates that have been given, the color templates that have been given, or you can customize yourself, give it a name, which will be saved in your dashboard. And you can use the colors as per your client's color theme or based on their logo. So in such cases, you can create your own themes. For the moment, I'm taking Indigo. Okay, now Hub is a place where you're able to integrate your survey with other programs if you want to integrate it with the apps. Then under launch, you have the general restrictions. You can input the date where you want to stop collecting the responses, or you want only a certain number of responses. You need only 20 responses. You don't need more than that. And then you also have password restrictions. You can have it a password. The draft that you have made can be password restricted. And then you come to publish and you click on publish. Your form will be published. So there's an additional tab that comes up after you click on publish. So here you have the option of sending mail in your email. You get a link, or you can get a QR code. You can also go for campaign riders. You can get URLs, which you can use it in your websites. Sorry, that would be as embedded. This will be, if you copy and paste this into your website, you will have the survey link embedded in past part of your website. So those are some of the things, additional stuff that you will get after you have published it. So now it has been published. Let's do a review. See, I changed the theme color, so the color has changed, right? And if you go back to your dashboard, here it goes. I have one published survey, 0 responses naturally. So how many ever responses you get, you would get it over here. You get here you go, reports. This is where all your responses will be. You put in a survey, you want to know your responses, you come back over here under reports. This was not there in the initial screen when I was showing you because I hadn't published any survey. So once you publish your survey for the first time, then this will be there continuously. Reports, you can filter it according to the responses that you want. And audit logs, if you are collaborating it with other team members, all what you or the team has done, it will come up here. So this is only me right now. So this is all that I did for the past few minutes. So it comes up here. So that is Zoho Survey.